Okay. Yeah, so first of all, I think I really see you as like a shaman within this. Because I feel like, yeah, it's a trust. And I think you know me so well to know, like, I've spoken about doing it so many times. And I always said I want it, and I cut almost all of my hair when I had really long hair, but I was never fully ready to let go.
Yeah.
And now I'm even doubting if it's like, the right moment and the right time. But I think as well that's a lot of fear, because I'm afraid of the shapes of my face. I'm afraid of the shapes of my head. I'm afraid of the way it makes me less feminine. I'm afraid of the way it could appear naked. And look at the dog, it's like my parents' dog. But yeah, I really want to surrender to it, and I think for me it's just so important to I know I have beautiful hair, like I love my hair. I know it will grow again, that too. But on the other hand, I'm also ready to really feel naked. And I thought I was getting naked like the trees in autumn by deciding to leave the business, deciding to like all these things in my head of like, I just need to get rid of everything in my life right now to really start seeing what serves me and what doesn't. And I need to explore so much within myself, so much that I want to heal, that I want to deal with on a level that's, I would even say, beyond my thinking. And I'm scared like shit to do this. I'm scared like shit, and I don't even know why. Because in my head I'm like, like 6 months and you will have like hair again. Like my hair grows quite fast, and I know a year, 2 years, and you're back to normal. But even thinking that, it's like such a mirror, because I'm already thinking in how do I get back to this state. And I really want to start embracing that it's a flux. We're in a process of becoming. We're constantly in motion, but always the same. I think yesterday I said, like, you have the sea, which is water, you have a river, which is water, you have waterfalls, which are water. They're in motion, in different ways of motion, ebb and flow, like rivers streaming and like waterfalls tumbling and falling and crashing. But in the end, it's still H2O. And H2O moves in a certain way within the ocean, within us, within a waterfall. So I think to me it's like, Bruce Lee, be water, my friend. But yeah, it's like finding that H2O movement within myself and not getting stuck on being a river or waterfall or the ocean.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure about this at all.
It's your decision.
I know. Yes.
The thing is, we don't need to make decisions anymore.
Maya makes a decision for me.
So you want to do it now?
Just
Yes. Mostly, I see Maya. I see you as Octavio now, because I need the shaman to tell me it's okay to let go. And the moment you take something, the moment you do this, it's scary as fuck, but because you trust the shaman, I trust you so much to know that it's right for me, that I surrender to it and surrender to the moment. And I think that is already the start of becoming that H2O. It's pure surrender. It's pure trust.
And it's observation as well.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
I think the battery is okay. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you so much.
It takes a while, I'm not ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's easier
Okay,
for
so
you to just do it.
let's set an intention before it, right? What is
I
your
would say it's her
intention?
attention.
Yeah. I think I want to dare to see myself in whatever shape or form I'm showing up, and it's not having judgment anymore of who I was, should be, or want to be. It's really just showing up as like whatever I am in that moment, bare skinned bones, like, you know, it's reminding me of like, you're not made of metaphors, you're not made of apologies, excuses, and you shouldn't you shouldn't apologize to yourself anytime. And I now hear my dad in my head loud and clear how much he would hate if I shaved my head. And I know he's not going to be happy to see me like this. And that kind of hurts. Because he told me like, but what will the neighbors think? What will like the village, it's going to talk about it. And I won't say that made me never do this before, but I so badly don't want to disappoint him. I so badly want to be a good girl, you know. And right now I'm kind of ready to be that without like his approval. So it's not an act, like, I don't mean an act of rebellion, but more as a compassion towards myself. So yeah.
Okay, we have some guests, maybe they want to be there. Is it okay for you when I let them in?
Yeah.
I love you so much.
Hallo, wir müssen noch mit
Can I
Ihrem
add something for your intention?
Ich kann nicht, es kommt doch rein.
Love,
Nein, das dauert
love
noch.
whatever.
Nein.
Your eyes. Love what you see in the mirror, how you feel yourself. Love how people look at you. The shape of your head. Your new
Okay.
face. The new heads you're gonna buy.
Yeah. Whoa,
Come on.
it's here.
Right there. Now my heart is racing.
Ich brauche jetzt echt noch einen kurzen Augenblick Ruhe, ja, sorry, aber das ist echt eine ganz schöne Zeremonie.
Thank you, hair.
So for you it's still the same. It's not different. Understood?
Oh, you look amazing already.
Okay, now let's do the part which is really important.
Kind of like this style as well. Like,
You want to let it like it is?
front. No.
It's gonna be like this the right time. Can you, Michael? No, I can hold the camera. Happy birthday.
Besito, por favor. I was ready.
Look amazing.
Can you do one myself? Can I do that?
Yeah.
Of course.
And the form of your head is actually pretty beautiful.
Yeah. Do you want to look at it?
Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. This is scary. This is scary. Like the image just before wasn't scary.
Yeah.
Like the hair wasn't scary. This is scary.
Yeah.
This is really scary.
Yeah.
Look
This
in
is
your
really
eyes.
scary.
It's okay.
Your eyes are
You
not
look so
scary.
beautiful. You look so beautiful. You look so beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful. Whoa, Kiki. You look so amazing. Whoa. Whoa.
Your head is very warm. There's a lot of good energy flowing.
Yeah. Whoa.
How does
Your
it feel
eyes
from-
like, whoa.
how is it
Gets it. Gets it.
the feeling of the
Whoa,
wind?
your smile.
Imagine how you will feel when you dive the first time in cold water.
Yeah. So amazing.
And I think it's
What was
very.
that? What was
I
that?
think it's skin. I think it's very good for your head as well,
Yeah.
because you will get some completely new energy and will be very
Yeah.
natural. No, it's okay. The machine is actually working really good.
It is really
It
good.
was a gift from Max. Thank you, Max. Really, he's a good person. You have a wonderful form.
Yeah.
It's
You're
very
like
symmetric.
perfect head. Whoa, and your eyes and your smile is like everything like,
I'm not doing that.
yeah, don't need to be.
You take strong decisions. That's who you are.
Whoa.
And I'm honored that I can do this. I'm, Italian, and we are pretty good at this work. So yeah.
He shaved other body parts of mine before.
You would have like hair here. So looking at this hair.
Oh my god! Whoa, Kiki. Whoa, you're like so beautiful.
What have I done?
How must this be when you do it really for the first time? I do not even remember anymore. I remember
I have
the
like a lot
first
of
feeling
stuff
when
on my
I
head.
looked in the mirror,
It's weird.
Yeah, it's normal.
but the feeling while you do it must be fascinating. Okay, now I make the scene.
Whoa. Whoa.
Welcome. Welcome. Breathe. 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 Look in the mirror, breathe, and look in your eyes. Look in the mirror, breathe, and look in your eyes. Look in your eyes. Look in your eyes. Look in your eyes.
Oh my god, the head is so perfect.
Yeah.
The shape of it is
Yeah.
like, whoa.
We definitely have to clean the room.
Here's one line though.
We're gonna
Yeah, that's true. Come on.
finish it.
Oh my god.
No, stay. How's the feeling?
It's weird.
No, I mean the feeling not of interpreting it from aesthetic, but how's the feeling? How you feel? How is your head feeling?
It's...
Whoa, you look amazing. I don't know. Oh my god. Now I understand.
This looks amazing.
Now you understand what?
What?
Can you imagine the amount of energy which is like inside
whoa,
you?
you're like so
Or
free
even
now.
information, chemical.
Did you know, like, every time your body goes to stress, it's stored in here as well.
Yeah.
So maybe... Yeah, it's I didn't know that I had so much dirt in my hair.
It's just
Yeah,
cleaning.
it's
It's a cleaning
clean.
process.
I think maybe there is still, we need to do it here more. Yeah,
Yes,
maybe.
that's true.
I think
It should be a good.
the last one in everything is gonna make very nice.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I can do it, yeah.
Must be magical when you do this and you know how it was for the first time. How many times you did it in your life,
Yeah.
Maya?
Just once.
You did it only once, and now
Yeah.
it's the second time you experience this for another person.
Yeah. And it's beautiful because I'm seeing from another perspective the same healing, and I know exactly what she's feeling, and she's scared and she's insecure, she's vulnerable, but at the same time she feels so powerful, but she doesn't know what to do with so much power, and it's okay. It's so brave and clean. Leaving everything we don't need behind, and it's such a hard choice.
And you let everything grow new, what you need to grow.
Yeah.
It's a start.
And you start seeing yourself from this zero, and then you decide what is the best, how you like you most.
It feels naked, but true. And I think like everything we've been through the last few weeks was just, I constantly kept telling you as well as myself that I just had to come back home within myself, and that I had to come back to my true inner self, not the business I have, not the things I do, not the events I'm planning, not the record I'm trying to break, but really come back and center myself within a home. And the only home that I've been giving is this body that I wasn't really taking care of in a way that I wanted, even though I always said like, oh, but I'm already taking care more than I see other people do. But that's so twisted, because I knew in my heart and in my soul that I wasn't taking care as much as I wanted and needed to, and I wasn't taking care as much as I could be doing. So yeah, what standard am I comparing myself to if it's not my own truth? So now it feels like, coming to a truth that I don't know yet, because I think the truth, your own truth and your own perception can only be shaped by what you know.
Or shaped by what you know.
No, but it can only be shaped by your reality.
What are you doing? Huh?
Just checking.
You check on the reality,
Yeah.
Maya. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like your truth can only be shaped by what you've experienced and what you know. You can't see beyond your truth. If you say something and convince yourself of something honest and something true, you cannot see behind that, because it's perception.
Do you think that sometimes people can help you to see behind this perception? Because I think this is the key. Yesterday I was not knowing that I'm able to open the door without a key.
Yeah, no, it's true, but they cannot show it to you. They can only say,
This
look
could
there,
be.
Yeah.
look there. Maybe behind the pillow, maybe behind the plant, maybe behind your hair. There is a new truth. But if I'm not ready to find it, I wouldn't sit here contemplating life in a way. I would just be like, oh, now my hair is gone. And I think it's really being ready for what lies beyond the truth of your own perception, and knowing that like the first thing when you mentioned maybe we could do it today was, but what about the photos in Norway? What about the video in Norway? Mm-hmm. I will not be as feminine as I had been in the last like interaction with these guys. I will not be as this, as that. And in the end, that's okay. Like if they now decide like maybe it's not an image they need or an image they want, it's also fine. I'm not the image that gets created about me. I'm not the image that is captured in a photo or in a video. I'm not an image. And it's classic, and I think in a way of course you are an image, like you are your appearance in a way, always. But yeah, I don't know, it's not everything about me, and the truth of myself is laying behind me. It's laying behind the image I created of myself. So now I'm kind of stripping down, and I wrote in my notebook yesterday, it's like the leaves in this time of the year, the trees, they shed their leaves, but they're drinking water from deeper ground. And yeah, it really feels like that. I have to shed the leaves of myself to see how and where I'm rooted, and how and where I'm like, the depth of my own being. That doesn't sound too It's a poem by Sarah Kay.
It's a poem.
So I kind of felt like part of it was reflecting my relationship to you, and part of it really a relationship towards myself and to my dad and other people I've been related or in a relationship with. So if you grow up the type of woman men want to look at, you can let them look at you, but don't mistake eyes for hands, windows or mirrors. Let them see what a woman looks like. They might have never seen one before. If you grow up the type of woman men want to touch, you can let them touch you. But sometimes it's not you they're reaching for. Sometimes it's a bottle, a door, a sandwich, a Pulitzer, another woman, but their hands found you first. Don't mistake yourself for a guardian or a muse, a promise, a victim or a snack. You are a woman, skin and bones, veins and nerves, hair and sweat. You're not made of metaphors, nor apologies, not excuses. If you grow up the type of woman men want to hold, you can let them hold you. All day they practice keeping their bodies upright, but even after all this evolving, it still feels unnatural. Still strains the muscles, holds firm the arms and spine. Only some men want to learn what it feels like to curl themselves up into a question mark around you. Admit they do not have the answers they thought they would by now. Only some men will hold you like the answer. But you're not the answer. You're not the problem. You're not the poem, the punchline, the riddle or the joke. Woman, if you grow up the type of woman men want to love, you can let them love you. Being loved is not the same as loving. If you fall in love, it's discovering the ocean after years of puddle jumping. It's realizing that you have hands. It's reaching for a tightrope when crowds have all gone home. Do not spend time wondering if you're the type of woman men will hurt. If he leaves you with a caramel-armed heart, learn to sing along. It's hard to stop loving the ocean even after it has left you gasping, salty. So forgive yourself for the decisions you have made. The ones you still call mistakes when you tuck them in at night, and know this. Know that you're the type of woman who's searching for a place to call yours. Let the statues crumble. You have always been that place. You are a woman who can build it yourself, because you're born to build.